Tell me, why am I here?
Okay. What's happening?
Hi Karan, wish you a very happy Teachers' Day. So I just wanted to ask you one thing. What is the most useless skill that you possess?
Okay, it's a useless skill, but I can puke by myself.
What's the funniest Wi-Fi name you've ever come across?
No signal.
The funniest Wi-Fi name I've ever come across. तेरा बाप का माल है क्या?
तेरे बाप को बोल पैसा भरने के लिए.
Raj Bakku.
यूज कर ले भिखारी.
हरामी. गरीब खुद का रिचार्ज कर.
Once I visited my friend's house and I asked him, what's your Wi-Fi password? And he said, what's the password? And I asked him, what's the password? He said, what's the password? I said, what's the password? Stupid shit.
Describe IIDE in one word.
Professional.
Awesome. Awesome is the first word that came to my mind.
A ball full of energy. Home.
In one word, I would say the best. So,
Discipline. Ambitious.
energetic.
What would you do if you won $1 million?
Travel the entire world again and again.
Buy crypto, bro. I'll be a millionaire, billionaire later on.
Who said I don't have $1 million right now?
I think that I'll purchase iMac Pro and a desktop of $6,000. So that's something I want to purchase. I'm looking for it. So yeah, I know where my $1 million are going now.
Travel.
Invest. I know it sounds very cheesy, but I would definitely invest.
I'll be managing it super properly, wherein my
50% is going into my crypto and I'll be balancing it into my stocks and everything.
Invest them safely and multiply them till I grow old.
I'd go party.
So what's the weirdest thing that you've given to somebody as a gift?
The weirdest thing I've given to somebody as a gift. Advice.
Weirdest thing. It was a cake made out of poop. So we had this college friend whose birthday was coming up, and instead of going for a typical gift like a shirt or a deo, we decided to gift him a pair of underwear, and along with it we gave him a pack, like 2 packs of condoms.
pack of condoms.
So I had gifted a shaving razor to a female friend of mine back in my school days.
Who would you appoint as the president of internet?
Huzaifa-uddin Dhapai. Myself? I mean, I know a lot of things about how things work and everything. I think I can make that a better place by unbanning TikTok.
President of internet, I would say my boss, that is Karan Shah. This has to be Karan Shah.
I think Karan Shah is an apt candidate.
Myself. So that I can market IIDE everywhere, yo.
What would you do or say if you had the attention of the whole world for 20 seconds?
I would say buy ITC shares because they're stuck at 200 from a very long time. I want that share to go above 300. So yeah.
Be humble to other people and just be nice to each other. That's one of the only things I would say to every single person out there.
Aham Brahmasmi.
Will I get attention for 20 seconds for the whole world? Really? I need your attention for 20 seconds now.
Breathe, chill, have a beer, smile, and hug the person to your right and left.
So can you tell me what's the craziest thing that you've ever done?
Craziest thing that I've ever done. I'm not a very crazy person, but crazy.
I'm not sure about craziest, but I've done pretty crazy bike rides.
I had fought with my mom and dad, and I just left the house and I went to the temple and sat there for like 3 hours. Everyone was finding me, and later on my uncle found me over there and he got me back. And trust me, it was fun for me, not so fun for my family, but yeah, that's one of the most craziest things I've ever done.
That was the craziest thing I've ever done. Hide my friend's phone and then he was searching. And apparently
He thought it was, picked by someone and he lost it somewhere and he was searching the entire Marine Drive. And then apparently it was a prank and we gave him after the day.
and he got a new phone already.
In my teenage days, obviously, I was riding, in my wannabe rider days, I was with my friend and I tried skipping a Nakabandi in Bombay, near Santa Cruz, I think. So the cops obviously caught up with me because wannabe rider. And they beat the living shit out of my friend. I don't know why him. I was the one who was riding the bike, and they also put me in jail for a couple of hours. My brother actually had to come down and take me out from there, and then on I never got a bike. So That's my little sad story.
I think jumping off a cliff without, like, there was just one time where I had gone to Rishikesh for like bungee jumping, and I just jumped in a little too quickly. Like, I did not have the harness tied into my leg properly, and the moment I jumped, that guy screamed out, "Sir, you didn't wear the harness," and I just jumped.
Picked up my friend for a drive, and he was also driving a car. Then because I met him, I told him sit in my car, and once he sat in the car, his car keys fell out of his pocket and stayed in my car. I dropped him home. Next day I realized that his car keys sustained to be in my car. Okay. Next evening I plotted a plan. I found out that he goes for a jog every day. He takes his car to the sea face, he goes for a jog out there. I found out from his sister what time he goes for a jog. I went with his keys, I picked up his car and I flicked his car. Okay. And then he cried and reached the police station. And inside the police station with the cops, I was sitting there and waiting for him. And the minute he saw me, he punched me so hard. But it's one of the best pranks I've ever played.
What is the biggest mistake you have ever made?
My ex.
I wanted to pursue a course in traveling and I did not.
I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I don't think like it was that big of a deal. I was in a toxic relationship.
Wanted to go for my further studies out of the country. I was right there. I was a step away, and I pulled back and stayed here and got.
So I've made a lot of mistakes. Lot of them, really a lot. I'll have to write a book on it. But right now I don't remember any of it.
I think when I was in college, all my friends told me don't try alcohol, and I tried it. It's not a mistake. I can't call it a mistake.
When was the last time you screwed anything up and no one noticed it?
Like, bro, right now, this is my fourth take and there is no one noticing this mistake, so...
So, if I screwed up on something and no one noticed it, so I think we should let it be on that, like just...
Don't tell this to Karan, but there was this one time I made a mistake in a bot and none of the leads were going into the CRM, and I noticed it and then I fixed it and I didn't tell anyone about it. Don't make this live, by the way. So yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble, but I would say it probably happened like 2 to 3 weeks ago. I don't want to mention it, but if you know, you know. I would want this to be still be unnoticed, so I'm not going to answer that one.
Yeah, there are times when I go to teach topics that I have no idea about, but put up a brave face and teach them. Yeah, don't worry, I have 18 years of experience, so somehow I figure my life. But yeah, nobody realizes it. I hope you all didn't realize that, right?
Bloopers. Chintam.
Hi Karan, wish you a very happy. Hi Karan, wish you a very happy. Hi Karan, wish you a very.
How would an SEO expert flirt?
How would an SEO expert flirt? I'm wondering if I'm an SEO expert first of all. Secondly, I don't flirt too much.
It's a 2-minute long video.
So I ordered, so my funniest buy would be a trimmer, so I ordered a trimmer for my... This is the 25th floor और यहाँ पे भी ऐसा वाला है.